Hello! Hello, hello! Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry I'm so late. I'm gonna turn myself down a little bit. Maybe up a little bit. There we go. But yeah, hello. Sorry I'm a bit late today. This transition to OBS has been really, I've had to be really patient with the amount of changes. And on top of that, I'm just kind of sleepy. Hang on, there we go. It's a very, very sleepy day for me. Very nice weather. Makes it very easy for me to be lazy. Well, I guess bad weather also kind of makes it easy for me to be lazy. I think I might just like being lazy, y'all. I think I may just enjoy indulging. But yeah. It's a good day. Just a tired day. Hi, Gammy! Hello, Gammy! It's so good to see you. I'm so excited to be streaming again. I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, so today we're going to be continuing Beacon Pines. Which if you... Yeah! Well, I'm glad to have you back. If you are not familiar with Beacon Pines, essentially, it is a small town horror mystery, but with cute little animal guys. We are investigating the disappearance of the main character's mother, and, may have uncovered something much more nefarious going on. People around town are suspicious. One of our friends went missing and then suspiciously reappeared, and I have the sneaking suspicion he's not our friend. So yeah, very interesting, very interesting. I'm really excited to do some more playing today. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna hop right into it because I'm really, really digging it. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and send you over. Okay. So, a lot of fog, yeah. Yeah, there's, oh gosh, sorry, I'm so sorry if that's double sounding. I just realized that my, my playback was turned up a little high. But yeah, it's very atmospheric. It's very much like Night in the Woods, if you're familiar with Night in the Woods. But like, if you dialed down the, themes of personal growth and, you know, interpersonal relationships and cranked up the horror. So yeah. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits. Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath. Oh yeah, we were grounded and we snuck out, so we're in big trouble. Gran? I'm home! Everything's fine! Gran? Ooh. Let's see if there's anything else I can interact with. She's probably in the garden. If she's anywhere. We also, may have accidentally killed someone last time. We don't really know. We haven't seen them since. We shoved them into a puddle of, mysterious ooze. And they started mutating right in front of us. And we haven't seen them since. Oh. Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo. Oh, poor buddy. Luca was alone. The house was empty. So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. I know! Very Tuesday activity. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. No! I wanted to check the rest of the house. No! I didn't realize that's where I was supposed to go. Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him. Without turning, he spoke. "Why don't you grab me some nice bait?" "Sure thing, Dad." Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass. "We're fishing with bees?" Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. "Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one." Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. "Interesting choice." With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or a ripple. "The wrong choice, but I respect it." The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. "Dad, I don't understand." "Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal." The relentless ice shot through the fishing line towards his father. "Dad, look out!" His father casually wound the reel. "None of it's your fault, you know. Never was." "Dad, we have to go!" Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. "Please, you have to run!" The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hands. "That's the thing about fishing, Luca." His chest began to crystallize. "You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out." A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single, frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. "Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?" The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply. "Well, goddamn!" "Oh, yeah, welcome back." I probably would also have very cryptic dreams after, everything we've gone to, such as, discovering a body. Oh, yeah, the other thing is that this guy's like 12 years old. He's just a baby. Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie. "Rolo?" Faintly, he could hear Rolo amongst the noise. "Luca! Rolo, is that you?" "Luca!" "There?" Oh, okay, there's some static happening. I meant to be making some sound effects. "Luca, thank God! Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here." "Down here?" Rolo's voice was coming through more clearly now, but some words were still just static. "Listen to me, someone grabbed me yesterday." "What? The man in the hazmat suit?" "I've had some pretty wild adventures. Yeah, did you ever find a body, though?" Because, we were messing around somewhere we weren't supposed to be, and we ended up finding a potential crime scene. It took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Oh! I'm curious and concerned. It was a bunch of bones. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Some places you'll get that. They seem more interested in... for now, at least. Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust... He's... Hold on! Someone's coming! The signal went silent. Rolo? Rolo, where are you? Luca held still, waiting for a response. Dude, this is how you get your friend caught. You can... His pounding heartbeat, marking the passage of time. Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you. Rolo's voice began to fade. Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. An old abandoned graveyard. They dug up everyone else. Oh, okay. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. Yeah, no, I was lucky enough that we never had, anything quite like that happen. We just, found a couple animal bones. We got a lot of it, out here, I guess. My dog actually found what looked like some, I don't know, rodent bones the other day. This is rough. With that, the signal died for good. What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna! He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get better signal! Rolo, you're a genius. I somehow doubt that was Rolo's line of thought, but you know what? I'm not gonna... I don't know, maybe he does have a brain cell kicking around up there. Was Gran even in the house? Because it says she normally falls asleep in front of the fireplace. Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted. Oh, well, that answers that question. I don't recognize these characters. They're new. I thought I was an archaeologist. Oh my gosh, you just like unlocked a memory for me. I think, so the yard that that my family had when I was a kid in my childhood home, had a lot of like dirt that we weren't supposed to dig, but there was this one patch that my parents were like, okay, here, you can dig here. If you're gonna play and dig here. So we would, you know, we dig through that all the time. And at some point, my older brother found a bone that was like, I don't know what kind of bone it was. It looked like a leg, like your shin, maybe. And I thought it was the coolest thing. We were talking about like, oh my gosh, it's a dinosaur bone. He definitely planted that there. It was definitely like as an adult, I can say he definitely like got that at a pet store or like found it at a dog park and buried it there to like, cause he's like 10 years older than me, right? So he was a teenager. And I was like little. So you want to talk about feeling like a naive archaeologist? I got you. Don't worry. I know exactly what you're talking about. So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan. Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side. We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Oh, okay. So that's a little charm that we can use later on. You can see the book narration. Sometimes there will be a little blank space in the lines, and we can fill that in with different charms that we've acquired. We'd be bone maxing! Yeah! Oh my gosh. Hiram, you must keep your wits about you. Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath. You're right. You can count on me. I just wish we could have made that deal with Heiress Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Ooh, we have code names now. See, I was kind of talking to my mom about this game last night, and I was like, oh, you know, I was expecting Nancy Drew, and it's not Nancy Drew, it's just Nancy Drew if it was horrifying. And I don't know. I do like things like this, where it's like kind of... It kind of borders on almost being a little bit ridiculous. But still, like, atmospheric. Are we in agreement? The three shared a determined look. Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. Nancy Drew if it was horror and furry. Yeah. Yeah. Whoop. Gran, why are you meeting with Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Oh my god. Hey, Luca. Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been there? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? She's been mad suspicious, man. I don't know, yesterday, in-game yesterday, after we, I guess also yesterday too, after we came home after finding the body, she hit me with the, are you sure there isn't anything you'd like to tell me about yesterday? Like, oh, okay. Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. Call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stay out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. Oh, okay, bye. We gotta scram, yeah. I don't know, she doesn't seem malicious towards us. Oh, also, there might be like so this perennial harvest building, every day we come back here, there's a different red panda. Well, no, it looks like the same red panda, they're identical. So like identical twins, or perhaps something a bit more nefarious. More nefarious than identical twins, man, I don't know. But I think it's some kind of like animal Scientology cult. Something's weird about it. They keep asking me questions, man. They keep trying to survey me. I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. They're cloning red pandas. Well, yeah. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good. The two boys shared a mischievous grin. I can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. Okay. Oh, I see. They changed something up here. Okay, let me think. If it's harvest, what could be changed around in the word harvest to be a bit more nefarious? Yeah! Yeah, no, that's why, That's why the red pandas keep getting cloned. They need security so that they can stop the Scientology runners. Oh, sorry, that's a lot of reading. I needed Gatorade. It's hard work. Ooh, yeah, after that dream, I want to see what we think about this. Oh! Oh, every time we... Oh, I see. Luca placed a sinker on the line. Sometimes the best stuff is at the bottom of the pond. Oh, this is slightly frightening. But yeah, every time we interact with the chair, we can do the fishing minigame. Okay, I like that. A little bit of a... I also keep calling Luca a goat. He's not a goat. He's a deer. They'll never catch me alive! Malice 80 proof whiskey. A hard liquor for a hard man. Best leave that be. Takes a real piece of work to leave something like that lying around. But there's a note in it, Dad! Dad! Or is that just a label? That might just be the label. Okay. Yeah! 10 out of 10 game. Fishing minigame. Okay, let's see. Is there anything in here? Nope. Oh, see, we have some of this, this water coming by. I wonder if that's from the waste plant. Ooh. Rolo? Rolo, are you there? Man, Gran's gonna be pissed. We didn't even, like, try to pretend we weren't sneaking out. We didn't even leave, like, a pillow under our blanket to make it look like we were still home. I'm at the treehouse now, Rolo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rolo, where are you? Oh. Oh? Who's there? Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket. I've got weapons in here, so you better come out right now! He strained to hear as a muffled voice began. Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already dead? Fear gripped Luca's throat. Who are you? See, I have the power of recognizing that silhouette. What? You don't recognize me? I guess I don't even recognize myself anymore. Luca stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca. Oh! Oh! I was wrong. So this is the kid we shoved in the spooky puddle yesterday. I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy? Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger. Don't touch me! This is all your fault! So, to be clear, the reason we ended up shoving him in the puddle is because he was trying to bully us. Like, we didn't just do it for fun. It was self-defense, kind of. Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever? There must be a way to fix this. Yeah, it's a little deserved surprise. Your actions have consequences. You don't always know what those consequences are gonna be. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. See, he's annoying. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chase me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Oh! Rolo? It's not safe! Luca! Rolo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rolo. Where are you? No, Luca! The treehouse isn't safe! They said they were going to the treehouse! I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse! Yep. Yeah, I knew he wasn't smart enough to come up with something like attaching the signal. Who said they're going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell ya? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. Oh, the red pandas? What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Oh. Oh, jeez. Iggy more like Icky. Yeah. Also, that's our winter coat. You just fucking stole it, which, fair enough. Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Yeah, so this is our Scientology red pandas. Crap, they found me! Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh my god, there's so many of them. We've only seen 2 so far. Oh my god. Hello, Mr. VanHorn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informational chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Yeah, no, that's... Oh god. Oh. Hey. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? I doubt it's all of them. And yeah, you were right. They are saying the same stuff, but with a creepy knob tank to 10. Is haunting. Exactly, yeah. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Hey. I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do? Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window. Follow my lead. Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rolo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon. I'm so curious. From behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face. Fucking knew this guy was weird. Look at that face, man. Iggy, there you are. You gave us all a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. Oh, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry, though. We're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Being 12 and having 18 identical adults. Yeah, no, exactly. And not even just, like, the act of... the act of the of course, but the act of chasing you. Hey. Awful. Awful. Terrible. Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him. He's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rolo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fellow just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. Jesus. Chasing you in synchronized unison. We would love to hear your thoughts. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he lets you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep. Kerr's smile faltered. Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is gonna give all of us a heck of a sore throat. And who wants that? Luca's grip tightened on the MCDC. What did you do to Rolo, you liar? Well, shucks, Luca, the only teeny tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Would not trust a hyena with flat teeth. I think that's what gets me, is the flat teeth. I think he has the most human mouth of any character in this game. And it weirds me out. I think that's probably... No sane man would file his teeth down. Right? God gave you fangs. That could have been me. Yeah, no. I think it's very intentional that he is the way he is. But, oh god, What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite the pickle. And I'm the only person in the whole world who can help you. Terrifying thing for an adult to say. Don't do that. You get to decide how this ends. Yeah, I kind of figured this was gonna end up being a branch. Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? Iggy wiped his cheeks with his sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca? Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. And you dull them down to deceive. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr. Hey, Mr. Kerr! Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor. Rolo sends his regards. Buddy. Hey, that was uncalled for, more than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this. Kerr turned his back on the two boys. End this. With a nonchalant wave of his hand, he made his exit. I don't like this. As the clipboards began to slowly advance in the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. What? Okay, so that's the end of the route. That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now. Okay. Oh! Okay, so this is where we ended up pushing Iggy. So I wonder if we need to use something else instead. If we need to use Tickle instead. Because then we won't push him into the goo. Hey Tish, want to see something cool? Yeah? Check it. Oh, okay. Tears began to form in Tish's eyes as she gasped her breath between gales of laughter. Beck redoubled her efforts until Tish finally had enough. Just imagining these identical dudes approaching uniformly, their footsteps. Yeah. And, like, crawling up the treehouse like fucking ants, dude. Terrible. What just happened? She seems nice. Sorry for the interruption. I think you were just threatening us? Iggy's eyes darted around, a realization dawning on his face now that he was outnumbered. I just remembered I have somewhere to be. See you around, new kid. So, to clarify, Beck's the new kid, not us. We've been here a while. Oh, come on! Oh! Oh, no. Oh, is this why she wears a beanie in the box art? On the thumbnail? I think you got a little ooze in your hair. I can't tell what Iggy is. He kind of looks like a rat. Beck shook the ooze out of her hair as best she could. Is it bad? Depends. What are your feelings about having a more mature, refined look? Oh, God. Okay. The best policy. That's different. Luca paused for a moment, catching his breath. He'd only just met Beck, and somehow he already managed to drag her into this mess. Hopefully, he could make it up to her, but finding Rolo was his primary concern. Okay, so when you push Iggy, you end up running into Mr. Kerr. With Beck. And that's where, you know, I think he... I don't know. Maybe we'll still run into him? Oh! Oh! This is Rolo's sister, and, her friend? Her girlfriend? I don't know. Luca, what the hell are you doing out here? Why did a kid with gray hair just run past us in a panic? Roxy and Fitz looked drained. It was clear they'd spent all day searching. That's Beck. I don't care who she is. What happened? We were just helping look for Rolo. Luca, I need you to start telling me the truth. Roxy's temper could often be dismissed as the impatience of an older sibling, but this was the most intense Luca had ever seen her. Yeah, I really like the designs in this game. Rolo himself is a silly little dude. Her eyes were wild and unfocused, looking straight through Luca. We're running out of time. In a torrent of rambled words and tears, Luca broke down. Rolo and I weren't just playing in Weepwood yesterday. We were investigating lights at the old Valentine warehouse, but someone was there in a strange suit, and we hid in the dumpster and had a heavy bag dropped on us, and I think it was a body, and so we ran, but we got split up, and I ran home, and it's all my fault. And now my best friend may never come back. Wow. Just wow. Yeah, so there's your summary. I guess that was I really like how full. I know! Yeah, no, I love the detail in the art of this game. With a determined sigh, she looked up at Luca. It's not your fault, Luca. Rolo's gonna be okay, I promise. Roxy drew herself up. I'm gonna fix this. Luca, go home. But I want to help. This is too dangerous for a kid. I can't just sit around. I have to do something. Also, Roxy, I'm pretty sure you're only, like, 17 at the oldest. Roxy tried to think of the safest place to send Luca. You go back to that little treehouse you two like to play in. Wait there in case Rolo shows up. Sound like a plan? Aww. She is actually just nice. Luca wiped his cheeks and gave a quick nod. You did the right thing telling me the truth. Now scoot. Oh. You really believe his story? What other option do we have? I want to help! I can be so helpful! Ignore the fact that our shenanigans may have caused this. I want to help! No, you're so right. What other option do we have? Things have been strange around here leading up to the festival. My dad has been acting weird lately. Well, even weirder than normal. Looking into the puddle, Roxy rubbed her arms to warm up. Why is it so cold here? This place gives me the willies. Okay, yeah. So this is lots different already. I can't talk to him. This guy likes bugs. He's cool. That's not quite... I don't think that's where... No, it is. Mr. Nuncreed jumped with a start. Oh god, this guy's been trying to rizz up our fucking gran. Whoa, don't sneak up on an old fella like that. Sorry. Who are you talking to? What? Luca motioned to the phone booth. Oh, no. I was just checking because I thought I heard it ring. But the dang thing never does, of course. Yeah, I've never seen anyone use it, really. The whole thing's a waste of money, if you ask me. Any word from Rolo yet? Not yet. Long time for a boy to lose his way. He is nice. He's not, like... He's not rude. He's just, like, super into her grandma and doesn't really have a filter about it. And so it's like, eee! But he seems nice. She did promise him a dance. Rollo knows these woods too well to get lost. I suppose you're right. Silly boy's antics have this whole town worried sick. Antics? We all know Rollo likes to play his little pranks. You think this is a prank? What other possible explanation could there be? He's not playing a prank, and he didn't get lost. Someone took him, I know it. How would you know that? Unless... Luca, is there something else that you know? Mr. Nuncree gently placed one of his substantial hands on Luca's shoulder. Dang it, boy, if there is something you know, something that could help your friend, you need to tell folks. Honestly, it's not, like... I understand... Okay, with how suspicious everyone in this town is, I understand not saying anything about it, but also, yeah... Please tell an adult if you think you find a body. Luca, run! Luca peered up at Mr. Nuncree. Kind eyes warmed a stern face. There was a deeper emotion hiding beneath it all. It was subtle, but Luca could sense something eating away at him. Oh. Oh. Interesting. There was shame lurking behind those eyes. A deep sadness. If Mr. Nuncree was that worried about Rollo, maybe he could help. Yesterday, Rollo and I were messing around at the old Valentine warehouse. Mr. Nuncree raised an eyebrow. Both of you? You were with Rollo when he went missing? Not exactly. I was hiding in the dumpster. The dumpster? What were you doing in there? At first we were just looking around. Then someone in a strange yellow suit came and dumped something on us. We both got scared and ran. That was the last I saw of him. You got scared by some garbage? Well, that's why you don't go skulking in someone's dumpster. It wasn't garbage. I think it was a body. I'm sure it was just some trash. No, there was a name tag. It said Deep Engineering. Mr. Nuncree's shoulders slumped. I wish you wouldn't have said that. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Now we really have said too much. I tried, Luca. God knows I tried to keep you safe. Luca attempted to take a step back, but Nuncree's hand clamped down on his shoulder. But you VanHorns just can't help yourselves, can you? Oh my god. This is very aggressive. He's very evil. With a firm shove, Nuncree manhandled Luca into the phone booth. What are you doing? It's out of my hands now. Oh my god. Shit. Oh, yeah. I'm not surprised. Okay, so, yeah, for context, when... Okay. So there's a route that you have to take. It's scripted. Where you go to the warehouse without Rollo. You go alone. And you end up getting caught by the man in the yellow suit. And he teaches you, the shit charm by just going, shit. So, yeah, I guess yeah. Ooh. Man, he just wanted to trust you, dog. As Luca pounded the glass, the floor dropped from his feet. The inside of the phone booth was now a loose capsule plummeting at gravity's whim. Oh my god. I guess that explains why no one ever uses it. Luca winced and pressed his hands to the walls. As he braced for impact, the capsule hurried to a surprisingly smooth stop. He felt a cold rush of air and opened his eyes with hesitance. Two large figures in hazmat suits occluded his view. Luca heard the deep, resigned voice of Mr. Nuncree over an intercom. He knows too much. Oh my god, so wait, no. This isn't the end. I know there's still much more. Somehow this went wrong. Okay, let's try something else. Okay. So, I need to find... Oh! Ho 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 ho! So yeah, oh, I like this. I like this a lot. So this is the route where you go to the warehouse alone. Ooh, this has sauce. This is tasty. The heavy steel door knocked Luca to the ground. Disoriented, he looked up to see an imposing figure silhouetted in a green glow. It lunged towards him. He tried to scramble away, but a gloved hand latched onto his ankle. Luca watched his fingernails leave trails in the dirt as the hand slowly dragged him back through the door, into the lab, into the green light. This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object. Maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg. He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. This is fascinating! Everything's fine. Oh my god, dude, this is so cool! The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. The sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence. I just finished drawing a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. Wait, hang on. What? No, I want to go back. I feel like I missed something. How did we get here? I think we just scrambled. So, what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. Mm-hmm. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Okay. And another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, that's who she was convening with. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic man. She does not have the patience for his ass. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. Interesting. Mr. Nuncreed is a bad man! Off with you now while the day is still young. We can't give him jam anymore! We don't know what he's doing with it! Ooh. Oh, and we're not grounded now. Oh, she's making a phone call? Okay, okay. Ah, we finally have a name. We've just been calling her Gran. He doesn't deserve the jam! Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is, we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Strange. Oh! Hi, Rolo! Oh my gosh, he's okay. He's okay. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt! Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Ooh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. He's so friend-shaped. He's just a little dude. I was, yesterday when I was streaming this, I was talking about how every friend group needs the tank. Rolo is the tank. Okay, so let's see. I always forget where I'm going. Oh! Hey, buddy! How you doing? Wait! Watch your step! Oh, sorry. There's a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. This is very 12-year-old dialogue. It really, you know. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles. Luca checked the soles of his sandals. I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? I like him. He's literally just a little guy who likes his bugs. Let me see. I need to go to the diner, but I also want to know what you guys are talking about. I keep trying to hit F to interact. I don't know why. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat. Eris Valentine, the oldest of the Sharper Valentine's children and the heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands. Certainly. What seems to be the problem? Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he'd put in the paper. I couldn't help but notice the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. It was the Rolo of the friend group, except I never had any snazzy overalls. Ah! Yeah, no, overalls are so neat. It's almost time for me to bust mine out. They're overall shorts, so I can't really wear them during the winter, but it's almost time. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine, my readers are so invested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is a dangerous... If you finish that thought, I will take that monocle. I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished? Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle. Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Okay, bye. It's almost the season for me to bust out the shades and Hawaiian shirts. Yes. Yes. Dude, that is a banger fit. I have, I only have one Hawaiian shirt. It's one my dad got me. Of a raccoon on a beach. Oh my gosh. I should bust that out. Okay, I can't talk to any of you. Maybe this isn't where I'm supposed to... Unless I'm supposed to go in the diner. Wait. No! I'm so sorry. Nope. It's such a good shirt, man. It's so good. I haven't actually been down this way, I don't think. No, I haven't been down here at all. I keep accidentally, like, triggering story events, man. What the hell? Oh my gosh, hey, kiddo. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do you keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. Buds and bulbs. We have a little bakery. Oh, we have a prize melon. Oh. You didn't see anything. Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. Bird is me for real, for real. Bird is everyone at some point. Bird is everyone at 6 years old. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple. Hello? With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled. Oh my gosh, I need to, like, read things before I say them. With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell. Okay, in my defense, that one was weird. Oh, sorry. No bother, no bother. He leaned forward and lowered his voice. I see you have something for me? Yeah, Gren had some jam I'm supposed to give you. He leaned in a bit further. Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them. Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear. Ah, yes! The jam! The jam that I ordered! My jam! Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me! He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink. I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course! Of course! He leaned in for a final whisper. Of course. He may be suspicious as hell. He's so funny. I like him. Can I go in here, or do I have to wait till I'm not, like... Ooh! Oh, he's so sus. Sharper Valentine, a celebration of excellence. Oh boy. We all know okay. Great towns grow from mighty roots. And that's why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision, a vision of community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for all of us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course! Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too young. To this day we struggle to pick up the pieces, but one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Remembrance Fund. That is 100% real jam! And only jam! That was unhelpful. That sure fucking was. Okay, let's see. We get these down to... No, I don't think it's in here. I know he wants some. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day. Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement. I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today. Luca handed the jam to Mr. Nuncreed, and he nestled it with both hands. Well, I'll just have to finish this batch off quicker than normal. You tell her to go ahead and get started on my next order. You got it! Okay, so where else am I supposed to deliver them to? Okay, yeah. But, like, where? Where am I going with my jams? It was... Can I look at my... Yeah. To Miss Fratelli. Where is Miss Fratelli? She's not where I thought she was. Unless I'm just stupid? Question mark? Oh. Wait. Okay, I'm just stupid. Oh my gosh, this is such a cute little place. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. I don't think I gave her a southern accent last time, but I want to give her, like, tired Southern Belle. Hey, Miss Fratelli. Look at you. She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek. You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over here? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. The whole situation just breaks my heart, what happened with Eleanor. Oh. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere. Yearning to be with you again. Aside from the biologically altering chemical hazards, I'd love to live here, right? It seems like a neat little place, apart from all the suspicious figures. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son. Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably. Oh, yes, let's see here. Miss Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam. Looks like I'm your last delivery. I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see Juniper. Oh, shit. Was I, like, actually supposed to go in order? Oh, no. Oh, no. Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back. We have mom memories now! Oh, it used to be lots more full. I'm ready to help, Mama. All right, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed these folks when Miss Fratelli's away. I gotta deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. You think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? I think I may have just been influenced by Waitress. Oh, hi, Roxy. Luca? I'm helping! Ow. Hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. Aww. Chicken sandwich with bacon on top. Stop, this is so cute. Oh my gosh. Indulgent. Okay. Oh yeah, because chicken tenders. Chicken sandwich. With bacon. Coming right up. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I call it the Love Me Tenders. I don't think he even knows what that means. Apart from the 24 identical siblings and the guy who definitely bought jam. Yeah, no, it seems like a really cozy place. I know, dude, this game, it's so much more than I was, like, okay, I was expecting a lot. Somehow this is just more. It's because they've shrunk the waitstaff. Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin. How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, and top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus? The heart wants what it wants. I know, it's just like... I've had it on my wish list for years. I've just never committed to playing it. So, like... Yeah, I don't know. I get it. It's just good. It's just fun. And the writing is immaculate, too. It's tasty. Almost as tasty as this burger, maybe. I call it the Sweet and Stabby. Now that's a burger with bite. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. Ah, my father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails, pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. It doesn't. There's plenty of time for fun. I mean, okay, alright. Hey, do what works for you, I guess. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month. Oh, this would have been... I think, yeah, Augustus Valentine, this would have been before the other Valentine died. So his father is still alive, so he's not as depressed. That makes sense. Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus. Should I come back? Oh, no. It turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Uh-oh. The silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Okay, that's kind of based. That's kind of based. Like, in a really, in almost a nasty way, it's kind of based. I love food that, like, is weirdly nasty. You know? Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. Of an old creepypasta I read back in the day, just more super— Ooh! Ooh. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect, thank you. Well, I'm curious. What creepypasta does this remind you of? I think I only know, like, the biggins. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Oh, okay. Okay. It was nice to play this mini game with Mama. Oh my gosh, hello. Wait, hi. If I could just be left alone, young Mr. VanHorn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. Oh. Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family, for our legacy. It sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Man, I really like how everyone in this town is written. Of Baraska? I'm not quite familiar. I don't quite know what that means. Oh my gosh. This game is written so well, but it really does get my voice a little bit. Whew. Hey you. Anchovies or pineapple? Huh? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? I like her so much. So, like I said, I guess in this route we haven't met her yet. This is Beck. She's the resident new kid. She's also the resident weird little girl TM. Something I'm hesitant to recommend because of the twist ending, but it has a really good— ooh! Really good character building and world building. I'll keep it in mind. What just happened? Well, I love— oh, also, her parents are lesbians! Oh. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what is your new little friend's name? Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate. Luca VanHorn, it's nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilana. We're Beck's parents. Beck gave Luca a quick nudge. Oh, yeah! Beck told me all about you! Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of stunted development doubles. Okay, so she owns the DSM-5. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. I love that they're genuinely sweet. They're, like, genuinely really nice. They're just a little bit ignorant. They're, like, less than 5 friends is bad. I mean, I think... Guy who can't tell you. I had less than 5 friends and I turned out fine. Maybe. But, like, I love that her parents are genuinely sweet. They're just a little overbearing and a little bit stupid, maybe. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is a little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on the whole friend gift. Great. See you there. Meet back at the big creepy gate. Okay. I am a little bit worried that I've already borked this run by messing up at the order of deliveries. I guess I probably didn't bork it. It's just a way for me to get new charms. That's all I'm doing. Oh, sup, dude? Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Oh, come on now. It's not all bad. The festival's coming up. The festival. Old man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? This was all planned from the start. Exactly. I'm genius. His brain humongous. Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit, Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit, is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. So, like, why do you just have those on you? Also, I've never noticed, or, like, I have, but I've never really paid attention to the fact that, Nuncrete owns a drugstore. Where are you getting those drugs, bud? Suspicious. Well, there's something layered there that looks odd. He's a bad man! So, who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So, just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. I mean... Not really. The Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be I need to read. I can read, I swear. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the fowl harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone's mentioned this fowl harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually you're gonna explain to me how the harvest got all fouled up, right? I can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. They're cloning people, Beck. We gotta get out of here. Oh, yeah, this little place. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fine. Great. Whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that. Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod. Here goes nothing. Fascinating. Fascinating. A whole new chapter 4. Ooh. Dinner with the Modewills. Ilana Modewill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change. Relied on it, even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity digging through boxes. Sorry, love. Couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilana let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilana's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that. Stop! That's the other thing I really like about this game, is that, like, it's a small town, everyone knows everyone, but they actually expand on that by, like, I don't know, giving them baggage. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My, the pollen's been making me... Ugh. So, Luca, tell us about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away at an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. And Mom's been missing for a few months now. Like missing? Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence. Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have put more effort into dinner. Ilana nervously gestured towards the boxes. We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry. Are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Girl! Everyone... Okay. So far, what I'm learning is... Beck, please. So far, what I'm learning is... Every single one of Luca's friends is neurodivergent. Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired. Luca wiped his face with his sleeve. No, it's fine. So, Beck said that you moved here for work. Oh! Get her ass! Get her ass! Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table. Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher of deep engineering. Oh no. Oh no. Nellie, Nellie, no. Beck, your mother is in danger. Beck? Oh, I don't think she's evil. I think she doesn't know. I think the old guy died. The old lead researcher died, and she's the replacement. I don't think she knows. Oh, no. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground. Maybe she is evil. I don't know. That seemed to be a little Perennial Harvest propaganda. You all need to run. Me immediately. Exactly. Please, this was not the place you should have moved. Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath. What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Oh, this is why we don't talk about work. I see. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't... Beck slammed her fist onto the table, perhaps harder than she intended. Hey, Luca! How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon. Jesus. Oh, no. Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds. Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here. Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up. Thank you all for the pizza. It really was good. See you at the festival, Beck. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Wait up. I'll walk you home. Oh, thanks. Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew he knew Rolo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably. Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as clouds above began to... Ooh, ooh. Break has a very ominous tune to it. I kind of like it. Beck, come with us. We can go on silly adventures that may or may not involve an evil organization that may or may not save your mother's life. Oof. I think... Let's go with Break. Yeah. Because I think that sounds like it'll clear up, and maybe that means things will be okay. Yeah! Revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops. Seems more tragic, but then it actually isn't, which is interesting. Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about... Luca stopped himself mid-sentence. Promised you'd tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. They're so cute. Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate. So, you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? Beck seems more tragic. Yeah, she also has a, the first time we met her yesterday, she was using, she calls it an unlucky penny to make her choices. So she flips it, and whatever the penny lands on, she does the opposite. And I think it's because she's a black cat. So I think tragedy is kind of intentional for her. It's mostly boring and empty. And so you have Fallout 4 dialogue options. I'm good, but the character actually says, I'm good. I don't eat garbage. Ah, yeah. Yeah, glass him type shit. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady. Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate. Oh, girl, no. Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me! Oh? What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide! How does one smell shady? I don't know. Oh god. Yeah, I can't imagine what shady would smell like. Maybe cigarettes? That's Eris Valentine. Who's that she's talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned. There's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about. Beck's voice was an excited whisper. Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh! You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part and let me handle the rest. Maybe cigarettes. I'm thinking strange chemical. I mean, yeah. Yeah, like a science lab, like electric almost. I could see electric. I can't wait to see that look on... I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat-out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this? Holy shit, are we about to get answers? The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners. What? What? Oh. Holy! Holy! Family. A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand. An answer I can certainly respect. Grant tousled her hair back under the face mask. Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. Grant killed her mom! Dude! Maybe? Maybe. I don't know, she's been trying to protect us, like, at least vaguely. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion. Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night. What the fuck? What the fuck? Chapter 5. What big ears you have! That is a great title. Holy! Holy! Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater. Yeah, Beck doesn't even know. She doesn't even know! What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why are you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all this. She's... Oh my god, she's just like me for real, for real. I have no idea how to address this situation with empathy, but by god am I going to try. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out from there. Lead the way. God damn! Maybe Mom found out like us and the company sent the clipboards. Yeah, maybe. Oh god. Oh god. I don't like them. My copium levels are off the charts, yeah. I just want everything to be okay. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried. The clipboard finished writing and with a scratchy flourish. The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up. Just just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's. Mr. Nuncreate, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh. If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely! If you'll just sign here acknowledging that everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of... He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped. There. Would you like my eternal soul as well? Don't offer them that, they might take it. See? The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away. Hey. See, my guess is that there's nuance. My guess is definitely that something nefarious is happening, and something else nefarious is happening to counter it, and it's all just strange. I think Perennial Harvest seems like a corporation, kind of Stardew Valley-esque, trying to take advantage of a small town in need, providing employment and services and, you know, funding, while the actual townspeople are struggling to, like, keep themselves, like, keep the power with the people, but the only way they can combat it is through nefarious means, you know? Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give them a good hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you'd better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. Okay, yay! I'm not on my own, though. See, I have a friend. I made a buddy. Knows why Gran is working for them and is doing his best to keep the secret from Luca. Yeah, exactly. Yeah! Like, it's all just a tangled mess. And we're 12 years old and trying to untangle it. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird, for sure. Well, the customer's always right. It's because they're all the same person. They're all the same person duplicated. See you bright and early tomorrow. Can't wait. Okay, so it's the same conversation no matter what. Oh god. William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner. It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without you. The mayor gave a half-hearted shrug. I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense! That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't much like me, does she? Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. Begging the spirit of the developers for Gran and Nuncreed to not be evil. I know! I know! My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was. Kerr lopped his arm on Gus's shoulder. But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Oh my god, old man Yowie? Old man Yowie? Corrupt old man Yowie? Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Old man Yowie? Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I've never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down-on-their-luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Ayo! Seeds? Yep, little bundles of potential. With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly over towards the horizon. You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here. Undoubtedly! The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. The right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Doomed toxic Yowie. Doomed corrupt toxic Yowie. Let's get it. Okay, no, I can't talk to him. Because it sure seems like it. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo? He's... Rolo? Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fowl harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this fowl harvest thingy is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They're kind of a big deal. Ooh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in either... Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Yeesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot. What happens? And no one knows why? Nope. I take it Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep. For some reason, their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn initiative. Yep. The first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels, one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We'd better get going. Oh, yeah, no, it does sound like sabotage. It sounds like sabotaging a growing community. So that you can, you know, like, what is it called? Something about mass producing the poison and selling the cure. Something like that. Literally that. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Oh gosh. Character accurate voice cracks. Welcome to Mission Control. Rollo waggled his head with pride. You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks! Hey Luca, you know about the security concerns we talked about? Yeah? While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Ooh, now we have better options when we have the— Oh, now we have better options when we pick fight! That's kind of— what? Hello? Rope ladder update! Exactly! Oh my gosh, dude. Man, Rollo's kind of a fucking genius. Not very, like, book smart, but also very practical, very redneck smart. That is a compliment, by the way. It's— when I say redneck smart, I mean, oh, I can DIY this. I don't need anything fancy. He really goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish. Oh my god, it's all Grant's clothes! That's so cute! Okay, that's great. How am I supposed to give him up? Okay, I see the line. I see the vision. Bah! Oh! Innovative, if not intuitive. Exactly. How long do I have to— Oh, it's moving now. Nope. Get me an aim labs. Nice. Ignore the point blank. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess. Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse. Luca sucked in a long breath. So like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How'd you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang! That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. Xera is just, yeah. No, it's very pretty. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran, wearing the same sort of hazmat suit. Rolo let out a low whistle. And they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. Clandestine? Yeah. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kind of awesome. She's so weird. I love her. Oh, she also, where her hair blends into her fur, she has the tabby M. Tabby cats have this M marking on their forehead. Every single tabby has it. Sometimes it's really faint, sometimes it's really odd shaped, but she has it. I think that's neat. Rolo and Luca shot back a look. No offense. And so, we can logically conclude aliens, or alien zombies, have infiltrated the town. And their leader is your Gran, and she tried to murder you. First of all, for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring weird person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know. We haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your Gran isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your Gran before? Oh. Interesting. Interesting question to ask. And her last name isn't VanHorn. I kind of just figured it's because she's Luca's mom's mom, so she has a different maiden name. But that's fascinating. Not really, no. It's been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way. But are we sure your Gran is on the up and up? Luca gazed out the window. I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your Gran is hiding something. And Pa always says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my Gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. That's also, like, there's a whole room in the house that we don't open because she's hiding things. They cloned his Gran. I mean, shit, man, at this point. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear, and we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in. Yeah, see, you can see Luca's winter coat off to the side. The one that, Iggy stole when he was monsterfied. They either cloned his Gran or super aged his mom. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what he might discover the next day. Oh my gosh. It's funny, my my throat's getting a little bit tired, but what's really getting tired after all of this dialogue is more so my jaw. What time is it? Oh, and we don't have the walkie-talkie because we didn't go to the warehouse with Luca. Luca? No, we are Luca, with Rolo. Okay, just gotta do cursory check of everything. Okay, someone's at the door, but I'm not answering that yet. I want to look around. I want to find more charms. I don't think we have any more charms, but like... I know the phone's over there. The landline. It also, when Mr. Nuncreed kidnapped us and shoved us into the phone booth, it's the perfect alibi. They got something from his mom, so they're holding it against her to make sure she follows orders. So they're making her get close to Valentine's. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. So we found yesterday while I was playing through, we had to visit the library for a quest. And we ended up looking at the shelves, because, you know, you always gotta look at the shelves. And it specifically highlights that one of the only science books with no dust on it was about mitosis. Can't really remember his grand, so it makes sense to disguise herself as her. True. The big copium. Rolo, what on earth is that? The ridiculous thing on your head? Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? I'm coping so hard right now, dude. I fucking get it. I just want everyone in this town to be good. Except for, like, I don't know. The clipboards can stay ominous and weird. As long as they just don't come near me. The coast is clear? Yep. Whatever she's been up to this week, she's been keeping, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot. Alright, Sherlock. Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rolo strutted across the room. If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it. Rolo flung open the cabinet with confidence. Aha! He coughed as a veil of dust hid his face. I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. He's so real for that. Hey, how about the whole room that she keeps closed off? Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rolo. Drat! It may already be too late. Just think of the mounds of document lost to ash. He actually does have a good point. Like, it's been referred to that, like, it's been weirdly cold for this time of year, but it is also summer. He's good. How does he know I dust blast my secret valuables? Go, my dust blast! I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I am going to take this important thing and hug it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch. A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in towards the kitchen. The key! The key! All right, Rolo, this is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with... Before he could finish, Lucas scrambled up Rolo's back. Oh. Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick, and every lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With glass doors opened, perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability. Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh, hey, let me just yank on this random teacup, and as Beck pulled one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. Ah, yes! The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power. What the fuck? Yeah, Luca's face is me too, honestly. Seems like your gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only 2 types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Right? No, I think it's like such a neat concept. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. Luca is us. Luca is us coping hard. Also, we're so gonna get caught. That's gonna be the end of the chapter, is us getting caught. Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it. What do you got there? It's my dad. It looks like the name of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor? Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb. Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help. Rolo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text. How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as these are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. I am not even gonna, like, investigate what you mean by that. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow. I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent scholar in dense documents and cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed. I need another drink of water. With Luca finding out that it's his birthday party that his grand's been planning with everyone. Surely! That's what the festival is, right? It's all for Luca! Yeah, it'll be like Kato's all over again. He stopped at a page and mimed holding up a monocle. Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. Is to distract from his mom running away. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past, still waiting on lab results from Joseph. Rolo looked up with heightened surprise. See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Oh, shit. Wait. Rolo's finger traced across the page. There's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at home has been contaminated, perhaps environmental. Lab results only raise more questions. Seems like he came back to this report later and made those notes. Okay, so there was a Mrs. Nuncreed, but she's gone? Like, She got sick from the foul harvest and died. Oh boy. Or, like, his daughter? Was it Mrs. Nuncreed or Miss? All I remember is that the files mentioned a woman living with him. So it might be related to something else. Rollo scanned through several more pages. Here! The writing looks shaky. I couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast, and with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind, exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough, I need to take matters into my own hands. Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly. What does it say next? Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loosen more pages. That's where it ends. What? There has to be more! Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter. Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean, enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit! Luca slammed the drawer shut. Woo! Holy shit, our dad caused the accident. Our dad caused the accident. He was too afraid to be a whistleblower, so he fucking blew it up. A spider web of string connected photos of people from town. Oh yes, the red string! The red string board! Interspersed with hastily scrawled notes. Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart. Dad killed everyone, so they took my— Exactly! She put little symbols by some of them. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. The mucus. The nefarious mucus. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My moms are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen their next victim! We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. We're so getting caught. We're so getting caught. We don't just get this much information and then get to walk away. Also, is that a punching bag in the corner? That's funny as fuck. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive. And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary? Grant is an MMA fighter. I mean, with everything else we've seen from her, I'd believe it at this point. Incendiary. Incendiary. I do know that word. It is a punching bag, see? She wouldn't have had me walk around the town delivering bombs. Right? Only one way to find out. Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam. What the fuck? Don't— oh my god. And ink? What? Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper. Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean. It's addressed to Miss Fratelli. A grand jamgram? Say that 5 times fast. It says, last night, I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. More like a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let it slide. But I'm the bad joke. What do you mean? Yeah. I'm pretty sure, yeah. They crowded around a worn old map of Beacon Pines. Cool, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. You know, he's right. Rollo's the kind of guy to hit you with the 90% of gamblers quit before they hit it big. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town, and if we follow it... Oh god. Rello carefully traced the path with his finger. It leads right to... He jabbed down at the end point. Town square? That's the fountain in the middle of the town. That's a weird place to hide treasure. Rello, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path of that map has the same symbol as those explosives over here. So it's not hiding treasure. It would have been so crazy if she was planning on burning. I think she might be trying to explode the Scientology people, dude. I think she might be. Because it seems like if she's planting explosives in the middle of the town on the day of a festival, it seems like she's trying to burn it all down. To, like... Okay, especially if we go with, the theory that there was, sabotage involved with the Valentine's waste plant in order for, Perennial Harvest to move in. Also, the name Perennial Harvest. I've never thought about that before. Anyways. Then maybe Gran's trying to sabotage them back to put the power back in the hands of the people. The bombs are a distraction so she can hijack the building. Exactly! She needs to map out the Scientology building. If they're all distracted by the bombs, she can run through it. Gran isn't just an MMA fighter, she's a Scientology runner. Oh my gosh, but yeah, the name Perennial Harvest is also actually really fascinating because perennials are flowers that, bloom back. They, yeah, exactly. Perennials are flowers that bloom back every single year, right? Or not every single year, but multiple years in a row. You plant the flower, it blooms in its season, it dies, it blooms again next season. I think Perennial Harvest has some sort of fucking immortality goal going on. And that's why they have all this, like, they're hiring, like, expert chemists and all this shit. Because another thing about, like, this strange goop that, monsterfied Iggy, is that the first thing that, like, the first way that anyone interacts with it is, Beck pokes it with a stick, and the stick instantly blooms and then dies. So, like, there's definitely something going on there, right? I'm not crazy. You'll never truly die if you're cloned once you die. Exactly! Exactly. Or like, fucking Replicate from Invincible. As long as there's one, she's still alive. A real bummer. Rolo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. What was that? Yeah, we're getting caught. What was that? The clones are a red herring. I will experience ego death for real. No, you can't just drop a whole book about mitosis in the library and expect me to not believe in cloning. No, I heard it too. That was the front door, which means someone just shut the door, which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Hit the lights. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh no, oh god, oh no, oh god. Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. Hide in the jam! The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. I hate it when it does this, when it doesn't let me just continue. It controls the pacing for me. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing they'd been holding their breath, all three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence. Oh shit. Hello? A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs. Anyone down there? The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Yoo-hoo! I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm just here to help. Just... At the bottom of the step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life. Huh. Guess it's nothing. Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth, Rollo, don't. It was too late. Rollo was already inching towards the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure. Oh, buddy! Aww. So, for reference, Flaming Chicken Coop is, something Rollo and Luca, kind of have as, like, a mutual understanding. Something. Rollo burned his family's chicken coop down. Luca, took blame for it without question, without even, like, waiting for it. There is a totally suspicious secret basement. Well, if you've never been in the house before, it might just look like a basement next to the hutch. And it's just, like, real dark. With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground. Rollo? Mysterious, creepy man? Anyone there? Ah, my nose itches. Eh. From the dark corner, they saw something move. Well, I didn't know if I had it in me, but there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that man? Lucas scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground, pressing his fingers to the man's neck. He sighed with relief. You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold. As Beck flicked back on the light, Loka and Rollo both gasped in stereo. Mr. Tolliver! Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna take such a dark... Yeah! I accidentally killed a man in my grandma's secret basement. Okay. I really want to know more. I really want to keep going, but my voice is dying, and I'm a little bit tired, so I might have to call it for today. But this is awesome. I am loving this. I was also 100% I mean, with everything else that's been going on, like, yeah, that's fair. So let me take you back to chatting. But, yeah, man, fucking crazy. This game is, I know, it's very gripping. It's very, very strong. I completely understand, or like, I would totally expect, I should say, at least one of the writers to have background in, like, actual literary writing, like to have, I don't know, experience editing for novels, or to have a novel themselves, or something like that. Or maybe just an extensive fan fiction library. You know what, based. Because there's just so much going on here that is so tasty. And I'm loving it. I'm eating it up. Unfortunately, we're not going to be playing Beacon Pines tomorrow. Let me see if I can find what's on the schedule. I'm pretty sure it's like Minecraft? It's either Minecraft or... Wait, what? Oh no. Okay. Definitely one of the juiciest stories I've seen in a while. It's nuts. Well, I just learned that something really important may have been deleted, but that's not important right now. Okay. Beacon Pines. Tiny Glade. Yes, I'm gonna do something a little bit new. I'm gonna see if I can maybe start stream a little bit early. And I'm gonna do what I'm gonna start calling Cozy Fridays. So I'm just gonna play any given cozy game. It's gonna be super chill. I'm gonna try not to raise my voice like I did in this one. And we're just gonna have a good time. We're just gonna hang out and, like, yap and, you know, just but yeah. So, thank you for dropping by if you were able to. Cozy Fridays. Exactly. But yeah, thank you for dropping by if you were able to, even if you were just lurking. I'm super excited to continue this game next week. So hopefully I will be able to see you then. In the meantime, stay safe at night, grab a cup of something warm, and stay cozy. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Bye-bye!